Hello my dear friends, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Friends, I am going to discuss about some environmental current affairs and it is the part 5th of the video series. Friend, as usual this video will also be more informative and more productive, and friends, watch this video till the end. You will get a lot of information. So let us start. As from the first news, Prakash Javadekar launched major initiatives on International Biodiversity Day, which was celebrated on 22nd May 2020. So what is the news and what is the insight? The Union Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Prakash Javadekar launched major initiatives for the conservation of biodiversity on May 22nd. The initiatives was launched during the virtual celebration of International Day for Biological Diversity. And friends, मैं आपको बताऊं जो इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी था उसका थीम क्या था? तो उसका थीम था आवर सॉल्यूशंस आर इन नेचर. ओके, सो ड्यूरिंग द वर्चुअल मीट द यूनियन मिनिस्टर द इनिशिएटिव्स सच एज ही लॉन्च्ड संरक्षण internship program, a campaign against illegal trafficking of endangered species, webinar series on biodiversity, and awareness campaign by World Wildlife Fund यानी कि WWF. सो फ्रेंड्स, जो इनिशिएटिव्स लिए गए हैं वो इनिशिएटिव क्या क्या हैं तो देखते हैं. सो पहला इनिशिएटिव जो है वो है आपका संरक्षण इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम. सो ये जो आपका प्रोग्राम है इट वाज लॉन्च्ड the union, we can say United Nations Development Program and the National Biodiversity Authority. So in this program it proposes to engage 20 students for 1 year who have post graduated. Okay, so who has postgraduate degree they can apply, and a student will be selected through transparent, open and online competitive सर्विसेज. सो जो ये प्रोग्राम है फ्रेंड्स, ये जो है ऑलमोस्ट 20 स्टूडेंट्स को जो कि पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कर चुके हैं उनको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी, और वो ऑनलाइन जो कि फेयर कंपटीशन होगा उसको क्रैक करके आपको इस प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन करना होगा. और साथ ही साथ कहा जाए तो वो प्रोग्राम जो है इट विल इंगेज क्रिएटिव एंड डायनेमिक स्टूडेंट्स, यानी कि जो स्टूडेंट्स होंगे वो कैसे होने चाहिए तो वो आपके क्रिएटिव एंड डायनेमिक होने चाहिए, who have been passionate to learn about natural resource management and biodiversity conservation, and the set of selected students will be required to projects of NBA in various states and union territories, as well as to technically assist the state biodiversity boards in the discharge of their mandates. So friends, ये काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलने वाली है. So I think it is a commendable effort taken by the UNEP and NBA. So second आपका जो है वो इनिशिएटिव है UNEP campaign on illegal trafficking of endangered species. So ये भी आपकी जो है the launch of the UNEP campaign on illegal trafficking of endangered species. It is not all animals migrate by choice emphasizes the illegal trade in wildlife that carries the risk of spreading dangerous pandemics. सो फ्रेंड्स, जैसे कि आप देख ही रहे हो कि जो आपके इंडेंजर्ड स्पीसीज है उनका इलीगल अगर ट्रैफिकिंग होता है तो कई प्रकार से जो कह सकते हैं कि जो डेंजरस पैंडेमिक्स हैं, कोई वायरस है जिस तरह का अभी हाल ही में जो कोरोना वायरस का जो केस है कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक जो पूरी दुनिया को परेशान कर रहा है, तो कहीं ना कहीं इस प्रकार की इलीगल अगर ट्रैफिकिंग होती है जानवरों की तो डिसीज़ फैलने का खतरा भी रहता है. इस प्रकार के वायरस स्प्रेड होने की खतरा यानी कि वी कैन से देयर इज अ वेरी 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 serious issue to spread such kind of risk. Okay, so the campaign launched during the virtual meet by the Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. So ये याद रखना है किसके द्वारा, तो the Wildlife Crime Control Bureau with UNEP, and it also seeks to raise awareness as well as plans on advocating solutions. एंड जो तीसरा था यानी कि थर्ड, दैट इज द वेबिनार सीरीज ऑन बायोडाइवर्सिटी कंजर्वेशन ऑन एंड डाइवर्सिटी. So the event also launched a webinar series on the 2002 Act of Biodiversity Conservation and Biological Diversity along with WWF Model Conference of Parties यानी कि MCOP. The initiative will involve younger generation so that they can enter in the new beginnings as well as engage in conversation along with the impact of humanity's footprint on biodiversity. They will also learn the importance of sustenance of biodiversity for our own survival. So the last initiative, that is the fourth one, awareness campaign supported by WWF. So the awareness campaign launched during the virtual meet will highlight the crucial role played by nature through its free ecological services for humankind. So friends, अब हम कुछ questions को भी discuss कर लेते हैं after this news. So the first question, according to the India Meteorological Department's IMD's statement on climate of India during 2019 report, Arabian Sea on India's west coast saw a 400% rise in cyclones, a record that is repeated only after 1902, which 5 cyclones hit Arabian Sea in 2019. So options आपकी स्क्रीन पे है फ्रेंड्स, आप देख सकते हो. बट द करेक्ट ऑप्शन फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर डी, एंड दैट इज वायु, हिक्का, क्यार, महा एंड पवन. सो ये जो है आपके 5 साइक्लोन्स थे जो कि सबसे ज़्यादा यानी कि 400% राइज हुआ है. अगर हम कंपेरिजन करें 1902 से लेके और 2019 के बीच, तो ये लगातार 5 जो बड़े साइक्लोन हैं वो अरेबियन सी में वो आए थे. So friends, let us talk about to the next question, and the next question is, which national park recorded 96 unique species of wetland birds recently? Options are on your screen. First, Kwaldev National Park, B, Kaziranga National Park, C, Penghatta National Park, and D, Buxa National Park. The correct option or answer is Kaziranga National Park, option number B. So now, according to the second wetland bird count conducted by the officials of Kaziranga National Park and avian specialists, Ichi Park recorded 96 species of wetland birds, and this count is one of the highest among the other national parks with bird life. काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क, ये फ्रेंड्स आपको पॉइंट याद रखने की जरूरत है. इट इज़ अ यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट एंड इज लोकेटेड इन द स्टेट ऑफ आसाम. ओके, सो इट हैज़ द वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन ऑफ इंडियन rhinoceros, also called as the one-horned rhinoceros, and several migratory birds visit the park, attracting many tourists. And now the question number third, which is the first Indian state to sign an memorandum of understanding or MOU with IUCN to prepare a red list assessment of orchids? So the options are on the screen. A, Sikkim, B, West Bengal, C, Assam, and D, Arunachal Pradesh. So the correct option for this question is D, Arunachal Pradesh. So note point is important. Arunachal Pradesh linked with a we can say a memorandum of understanding MOU with International Union for Conservation of Nature IUCN to prepare a red list assessment of orchids. With this agreement, Arunachal Pradesh becomes the first Indian state to prepare such an assessment. The IUCN's red list of threatened species is critically indicator of health of biodiversity of the world. So Botanical Survey of India recently conducted the first comprehensive census of orchids of India. So as per census, the total number of orchid species is 1256. the highest number of orchid species recorded from Arunachal Pradesh, and which is with 612 species, followed by Sikkim and West Bengal. The next question number 4, which major tech company recently announced that it has planned to cut more than half of carbon emission across its supply chain by 2030? The correct option for this question, as you can see in the picture, Microsoft, option number B. Okay, so note point is the chief executive of Microsoft Corporation, Satya Nadella, keep remember he is an Indian origin. Satya Nadella recently announced that the company has set a new ambition to address climate change and promised to remove the carbon emissions the company has made. So Microsoft has planned to cut more than half of carbon emission across its supply chain by 2030. The plan also includes the creation of Climate Innovation Fund, which will invest $1 billion for developing technologies to remove carbon. So the company aims to remove the entire direct and indirect carbon emission it has made since 1975, founding year of Microsoft. Keep remember, Microsoft was founded in 1975. So by 2050. Okay. Now the next question, and it is most important, friends. So question number 5 क्या है ये? So recently 146 Irrawaddy dolphins were spotted in Chilka Lake. Where is the Chilka Lake situated? Options are Himachal Pradesh, Odisha, Jammu Kashmir, and Uttarakhand. So the correct option is option number B, that is Odisha. Okay. So note point is Chilka Lake is the largest brackish water lake of India. Keep remember, it is the largest brackish water lake in India and situated in the state of Odisha. It is also home to the highest single lagoon population of endangered species called Irrawaddy dolphins. So Chilka Development Authority recently undertook dolphin census and 146 Irrawaddy dolphins were directly sighted. The estimated range of population of the dolphins is about 130 to 172. The population of the aquatic mammal species last year was 156. Now you can see the figure is little bit similar. So after removal of certain encroachment in lake, the dolphins are found colonizing in the central and southern region of the lake for the first time. So this is very important news. The next one, question number 6. The Supreme Court of India has recently permitted to introduce which animal to Indian habitat from Namibia? So options are on your screen: African elephant, African lion, African cheetah, and African rhinoceros. So the correct option number C, that is African cheetah. So the Supreme Court of India recently permitted to Centre to introduce African cheetahs to appreciate habitats in India, as Asiatic cheetah, commonly called as Indian cheetah, has become almost extinct, and this was first published in, I am telling you the date, 1952, that Indian cheetah has totally been extinct. Okay, so National Tiger Conservation Authority filed a petition which sought permission to introducing African cheetah to India. The bench, headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde, also set up a committee with 3 members from Wildlife Institute of India, Ministry of Environment and Forests, which will guide the NTCA in this regard. Next, question number 7. How many wetlands in India were recently added to Ramsar lists? So options are 8, 10, 12 and 14. So the correct option is option B, 10 new Ramsar sites have been added. So in the note point you can see the Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar recently announced that 10 more Indian wetlands have been declared as sites of international importance by Ramsar. The number of wetlands Ramsar site tag has now increased to total 37. So this figure is more important. Total number of Ramsar wetlands are 37 in India. The total surface area covered by the 37 Ramsar sites is also increased more than 1 million hectares. And in the new declaration, Maharashtra gets, this is most important point, first Ramsar site for Nandur, Madmeswar, and Punjab added 3 more sites and now has total of 6 sites, while Uttar Pradesh added 6 new sites and now has 7 Ramsar sites. The Ramsar Convention was signed by the member countries to preserve the ecological significance of their wetlands. So next and the last question, according to World Economic Forum latest report on 13 May 2020, what is the India's rank on a global energy transition index? So options is 72, 74, 89th and 100th. So the correct option is option number B, 74th. So what is World Economic Forum? You can see here symbol. So World Economic Forum announced that India has moved up 2 positions and has ranked 74th on Global Energy Transition Index. WEF released the annual ranking on May 30, 2020. With a better ranking, India has shown improvement in key parameters of economic security, economic growth, environmental sustainability. So these were the major highlights in this video and major current affairs. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next video with a new information. Till then, have a nice day.